Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 10 of Dynasty Warriors 9, and in this episode, we're gonna be going to finish chapter 3, but first, I had a little problem. See that free mode that I used to try to replace the missing footage? Well, it turned out that caused me to have to reset the whole entirety of Liu Bei's playthrough and start from the very beginning all the way up to where I am now. But during that time, I happened to find a watchtower, and I'm just showing off how it works. All you gotta do is simply climb up to a watchtower, and the watchtower will discover some new areas. Oh yeah, now that I stop and think about it, I managed to finally get that achievement by blowing up wolves with dispersion explosive arrows. Finally, so I only have 4 achievements left, one of which is for me to literally unlock all of the land. The other one is to try food, and I think the other one happens to do something with synergy or with synthesis, yes. And that's it, because once I get those, I get the last one automatically. So I practically almost platinum this game. And difficulty still doesn't matter. But whatever the case, what we were going to do is leave Xuchang and go straight to Cao Cao today. So all these areas we're conquering right now, we're trying to make it to where we could slow down a certain someone. Because on our pursuit of getting away from Xuchang, Liu Bei is going to show up, and when he does, he will try to make you fail objectives. However, the only way for to actually stop him, or at least slow him down, or for the most part, keep him from interfering in what you're doing, is to KO any enemy that happen to be in the vicinity in that particular mission. Starting with this one. This is where you need to start first, which is assisting allies. This will get you Mizu, and Mizu will create a tactic that will slow down and weaken Liu Bei as the battle progresses. Yeah, it's kind of it's not recommended actually to go straight to the main objective this time around. Because yes, you can fail, because Liu Bei, even if you're not trying to go for the main objective, Liu Bei will kill peasants, which will cause you to fail a mission even though you didn't activate it. Yes, that has happened to me. And no, they have not patched that out. So it'll be in your best interest to come here first. At least that'll keep you from having to worry about being, attacked by Liu Bei. And speaking of which, I thought I saw him. He hightailed it out of here once they failed the mission. Or at least they failed their mission in taking this place. So whatever the case, we now have another mission. Now this is actually going to be pretty damn short. All we're practically doing is at least giving us some leeway so that we can have Mizu to stop Liu Bei from attacking people. But more importantly, on our way to escape to Xuchang, there's not just Zhang Liao, it's Zhang Hu and Lu Linqi. They're also going to be there to assist Zhang Liao in trying to stop you from escaping. So yeah, it is recommended that you actually take the side missions, because it makes things so much easier. And on top of the fact that Liu Bei's prowling around, yeah, that's the last thing you want. And I'm probably gonna risk things, so I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna see you in a little bit when I finish changing the music. Sorry about that. I finally found out why it didn't change whenever I leave, because I press A instead of X, which is weird because I didn't set the music, but that's okay. I set the field and the battle BGM, so now the music will change, and goddamn, this is pretty much music to my ears. By the way, we're on Benevolence Island, and I found a crypt there, so therefore I at least had to chill out a little bit. And at least I can stand to look at the loading screen while listening to this music. Because this is from Dynasty Warriors 7. The best team in the whole game. Period. End of story. Fight me, folks. Fight me.
Look at you trying to look cool.
Did I mention 9 had a terrible soundtrack, which is why it's literally littered from all the past Dynasty Warriors games. Oh, and we're gonna have to save Chin Gui and Chin Dong? Yeah, Chin Dong, yes. It almost said Chin Gong for a second there. So we have to destroy Cao Xing and Cao Xing and Human. Or Who's In, or whoever the hell that is. Doesn't matter, we're killing him. Doesn't matter, we're killing him. Because taking care of these guys will pretty much slow Liu Bei's pace down too. And this also will allow those guys that's captured, or at least was being stalled, to show up to go to Shu Qing along with Liu Bei.
Victory was made possible due to your efforts.
And he'll also lament on leaving behind people, including the peasants. So we have to rescue the peasants, obviously. The peasants will be slaughtered by Liu Bei, plain and simple. You don't want that.
Hello.
On that note, now it's time for us to infiltrate GFP. The reason we're doing that is to make Lu Linqi and Zheng Hu withdraw. So, I have a bit of a problem here. Oh, and by the way, I was looking at the time to see if I have any time left. Which I probably won't, because you know how Upload Studio is. Well, not Upload Studio, more like Xbox Live Recorder, because Upload Studio no longer exists. But as I was about to say, I have a little bit of a beef with the clone weapons. Remember that Dynasty Warriors 8, Chen Gong had a scroll that summoned spirits. It actually summoned, no, he actually used the scroll to attack, but his Musou was he summoned a Phantom Cavalry to kick your ass. Yeah, good times. Well, he shares the same weapon as Jia Shu and Gan Ning. Way to go, Koei. You think that's criminal? Look what they did to Sun Ce. And by the way, those weapons are not being resold. Just saying. Oh look, there's Liu Bei. He's back again, and we're gonna have to take down Qin Gong and the other guys. But luckily for me, the strategists are there to slow him down. This is going to be an ongoing thing. No matter how many times I try to escape in this game, Liu Bei will keep appearing. Well, at least in this part. We'll deal with him in the next chapter. Trust and believe that. And you can fight him too. Don't get me wrong. You can fight him and force him to withdraw. He'll just come back. By the way, he is actually extra experience points if you really want to fight him. But bear in mind, once you complete the objective, he'll run away along with the soldiers. I just want to point that out to you, if I haven't already done so in the first time he showed up. So all that's left is Qin Gong himself. And to be honest, his voice in Dynasty Warriors 9 definitely does not do him justice. I like his Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends voice. God damn, you could tell that guy was a smarmy asshole, and more importantly, that man just did not care. And let's be honest, he was pretty much one of my favorite characters in Extreme Legends. The fact that he told Cao Cao, you serve me instead of I serve you. Pretty awesome. But then listen.
It's initiated by you, wasn't it? It was clear that you were unhappy with the fact that Master Liu Bei was the ruler of Shu Province. It was decided, therefore, that the best course of action was a preemptive strike before your inevitable rebellion. It is time, I think, for you all to leave this land before any more blood is shed.
Well, we just got evicted from GP, but our actions actually bore fruit because of the fact that GP had an attack on it. Now, Zhang Hu and Liu Bei are going to be coming to this castle to defend it.
I don't suppose there's any point in complaining.
Because they're the only people free, meaning you only have Zhang Liao to worry about.
This victory was made possible.
I mean, you can intercept the two if you like. It don't matter, but the whole point is for Liu Bei to make it to Zhu Cheng by beating Zhang Liao. And then seeing as how I'm playing Liu Bei, I can take my time. Because the only way I lose is if I fall. I'm at level 53, I think. 48, or 53, whichever one. I think 44. No, I do get to a very high level by the time I get to the end of chapter 4. That I can assure you. Let's see what level I'm at. I'm at 52, actually. Yes, 52. Close to being at 53. So, yeah. I can survive this. And there's rain and sleet.
Somebody please go.
Oh, and by the way, this will be the part where Zhang Hu and, like I said, Liu Bei will be going over to the castle. Now, the reason why we're coming here is so that Yuan Shu can stop sending reinforcements over to GP, and also through the entirety of the battlefield, because you see, every time Lu Bu attacks, he's going to be coming with a whole shitload of men. They're all coming from Yuan Shu. So by defeating him, this in turn will not only stop the reinforcements, but when we go to save the peasants, if we don't take out the officers, Jiling will be by himself. So therefore,
what a show, brother.
Yeah, because the two officers will be sent to go and check on Yuan Shu. So therefore, there is a reason why you want to finish this. Because like I said, Lu Bu can appear at any time, anywhere. In fact, while I'm trying to go after Yuan Shu, he's gonna come here.
I will fight to the end.
And for the record, in case anybody's wondering who that lolly is that's following me in the purple dress, that's Dong Bai. For you see, so long as she's still around, or at least so long as at the time that her chapter, or at least, how should I put this? For as long as she's not at the chapter's limitation for herself, she'll be hanging around me for quite some time. More importantly, because I selected her, if I pick her character, she'll end up starting out at level 26 by the time I'm done with this. Or at least by the time I'm done with chapter 4.
We shall defend this position.
But we've long since slain Dong Shua. Her whole story is trying to avenge her grandfather's death because she's the only one that managed to escape. Even though in history, she along with her whole family got murdered. Completely murdered. But that's far in between. Primarily, the only thing that people like about her is because she's cute and she's sadistic and she acts like Dong Shua. That's the only thing they like about her. But quite frankly, I don't like her, because she's pretty much got the whole excuse to chase down Liu Bei and Lu Bu. That's it. Oh, and speaking of DLC characters, here's Yuan Shu, sorry. We'll have to deal with him later, even though he has more of a role than what Dong Bai does. And he's pretty much infamous for, well, trying to become emperor. And I just kicked his butt. So therefore, I don't have to worry about Yuan Shu, Nor do I not have to worry about Liu Bei for the time being, because Liu Bei is forced to withdraw. So I can no longer make the joke about the generic Yuans. He's got a model now. And so does Yuan Shao's sons. Well, not in this game, but in Dynasty Warriors Blast, they do.
This victory was made possible
Nonetheless,
due to your efforts.
we're just going to go and save the peasants, since that's the one last thing we have to do on the itinerary before we leave this chapter. It's Liu Bei. He's got to save the peasants for benevolence, because benevolence is serious business. And I know a lot of people thumbs down that video that I have titled that in Dynasty Warriors 7, because they think I was just making some lame joke. No, I'm not. This man literally tries to do the right thing in romance. And unfortunately, compared to his real life counterpart, he's a saint. Let's just put it to you like that. So, on that note,
Yeah, I'm ready.
we're gonna try to rescue the peasants, because the peasants must be saved. And by the way, you go after Zhang Liao without rescuing the peasants, Liu Bei will be kicking himself.
Oppose us? Kill them.
Believe me, I've already done this.
Please. Don't
Or
fight
more
here.
importantly, he's gonna be chiding Zhang Fei and also chiding Guan Yu for leaving behind the peasants. But whatever the case, we can't leave them behind. Oh, and this is the mission, if I did not destroy that officer just now, Jiling would be by himself, because the other officer would be going straight to Yuan Shu to check on him to see how he's doing. And this would actually make the fight against the peasants a little bit easier. Well, fight to save the peasants, sorry, a little bit easier. And there's only one problem with that. Liu Bei, that's the only problem. The only general problem. So, taking down that one mission and saving Mizu will help you out tremendously, especially when Liu Bei shows up and try to slaughter peasants. Peasants will go down real quick with a very enraged, and highly rallied Liu Bei. While you won't go down, they will, because they're not at the level that Liu Bei is. So on that note, all that's left is to head straight over to Zhu Cheng, but first we have to take care of Zhang Liao. And even worse, we have to deal with Liu Bei, but first, we have attribute points to put on ourselves. And that's going to be a good thing, because I want to be as strong as I possibly can. Well, I already am as strong as I possibly can. I'm at level 53 right now. I just leveled. And yeah, I got this way from having to literally restart all over again, because I used Guan Yu to try to catch up to my point in the story. I'm not going to do that again. And that's because the fact that Xbox did not get that one video that I had. It must have crashed, which actually showed off a good number of stuff and a good number of cutscenes. So anyway, in case you're wondering what happened to the numbers that I had, I spent money on synthesis items.
I've got some great stuff here.
So there's that. I'm going to also sell off these things, sell this off, and sell this off. Oh, those very rare items that I just sold off? You want to know where I got those from? Bandits. Very powerful bandits. Bandits that will make Liu Bei look like child's play. Speaking of which, here's one right now, and I'm gonna kill them right after I cut back in. There we go, and good riddance. There you go, bandits are dead. That's how I got that rare item. And you want to collect those because that's 3,000 to 6,000 gold a pop. So you want to try to find bandits and you want to annihilate those sons of bitches and get the spoils. Just saying. Oh, and rack up on explosive arrows because that will totally make things a lot easier in dealing with the bandits. Oh, and by the way, if you want to try to make things easier by shooting the arrow, you're going to try to up your bow skills so that way when you fire your bow, you will pretty much hit, and you hit them with an explosive diversion arrow, you're gonna go on ahead and kill a whole slew of bandits with one shot, especially if it's an explosive headshot. But nonetheless, here's Zhang Liao, and this is where Liu Bei would show up, right in the middle of battle, but I've already won. And lo and behold, here he is. It's just Dynasty Warriors tradition that I get to humiliate him. Now I'm gonna humiliate him again.
For my aspirations.
I totally missed that guy. Oh wait, no, I got him actually. He's not dead yet, but I got him in that last part. And now he's gone.
How could I be beaten?
With that said,
Next time
we won.
Your life will be at an end.
Here's the thing. When strategists weaken him, that takes away his rage. If you don't save the strategist, you'll never be able to stop him from using rage attacks. Or should I say, rallying. That's what I meant to say. It stops him from rallying. It stops him from getting a two-time booster. It stops him from being way too impossible to deal with if you're not at the level to do so. But I'm like well over the level to do so, so I'll be just fine. And look, there's my safe house right next to where we need to be. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's go say hi to Uncle Cao Cao and ask him to let us in. But first, let's go collect some licorice root. Ah, yes, licorice root. By the way, if you want any food items, you're gonna have to do missions for peasants, or at least side missions that actually don't pertain to the main story. They can be found in towns, they can be found in bases.
Welcome to Shu Chang. It appears that you've received my message. You are? Ah, please forgive me. I am Guo Jia. I serve as Master Cao Cao's strategist.
Yeah? And why have you called us here? What's your angle?
Master Cao Cao is a calculating man. It is difficult to believe that he rescued us out of the goodness of his heart.
I see you're the suspicious type. You can relax. There's no need to keep your guard up here. You must be tired after such heavy fighting. You should rest. We have prepared a lavish banquet for you this evening. Oh, that reminds me. Master Liu Bei, Master Cao Cao, wishes to see you beforehand. He is quite eager to meet with you. It seems there's something he wishes to talk to you about.
Master Cao Cao wishes to speak with me? Master Cao Cao, why are you being so kind to me now? We once faced each other on the field of battle.
The only one I was fighting was Tao Jia. I have nothing against you. If I killed everyone who opposed me, there would be none left in the land. That would be a waste, especially for those with talent. However, if you, like me, have all the makings of a true hero, then perhaps you are one as well.
Forgive me. But a hero? As you can see, I'm just a man who's frightened by lightning.
Liu Bei, I do hope that we can both achieve what we are aiming for.
Cao Cao's treating us all so well, it's starting to make me feel sick. Just what's he up to?
I do not know. I had thought he wanted our help to defeat Liu Bei, but it seems to be more than that.
So what do we do now, brother? If you tell us we need to serve as his retainers, then that's what we'll do.
No. For now, I will accept his protection, but I have no intention of staying here for long. Master Cao Cao is wary of me. It will not be long before he labels me his enemy and declares war on us.
You mean he may be all kindness right now, but as soon as he realizes he can't control us, he'll move to crush us? So that's what Cao Cao's thinking.
In that case, we must think of our next move as soon as we can.
Our next move? Yes. But for now, I think I need to observe the state of the land. It is the only way that I will be able to work out what is best to do.
And with that said, that is the end of Chapter 3, ladies and gentlemen. We're under the care of Cao Cao. For now, anyway. Oh, let's hope Liu Bei doesn't screw that up. So, on that note, we'll end it here. And on that note, we'll also have end of chapter eliminations. Let's see who's getting eliminated this time around. No joke, I'm not kidding, there's no eliminations. As a matter of fact, this is the safe chapter. Unfortunately, the next chapter is going to be one of the purge chapters. There's at least 3 of them. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys in the next episode of Dynasty Warriors 9 when we take on Chapter 4. This is RVman985. Peace out.